Hi everybody, this is your reading for Tuesday the 24th of October. Thanks for joining me. I'm still using the Goddess Tarot today. Let's have a look at what's coming up for you today and what the cards want you to be aware of. Okay. Interesting. So we have the Three of Wands, then we have Strength, and we have the King of Wands. So lots of different energy. We've got two Wands card, which is about fire and which is about life purpose and desire and your mission here on planet Earth. And then we have Strength, which is being able to overcome inner obstacles as well as external obstacles. So first of all, the Three of Wands, that's about a new idea. It's usually in the tarot, it's a man standing with these three wands looking out to sea and seeing, where am I going to go? What are my future options? Where am I going to end up? In this case, it's these three women, friendship bringing them together and creating this triangle, which is almost like security, but it's growth. It's the beginning of something solid and firm, and it's something that each one of these women believes in. So on this day, there's an amazing opening for ideas and connection and insight, especially when you connect that with other people and you communicate with other people about what the future may look like, what the future may hold, what you're looking to achieve for yourself, or what other people are looking to achieve. So this is a great day for ideas people who are, launching new projects. It's a great day for clairvoyants and mediums and astrologers and intuitives to tune into other people's desires and life missions and life purposes, because it's about a team effort and it's about getting clear with all these intuitive doors being flung open, that you can really look at what the truth is in another person and in yourself. So this is a great day to have a reading. It's a great day to understand really what the next step in your future is going to be. It's a great day to find enthusiasm and motivation and optimism and a new goal, a new dream, a new set of desires that you're pursuing and going after. We've got the next card, which is Strength. Strength is about really being able to overcome your own stuff. The lion often represents our inner demons and, wasting time. Like, for instance, if your inner demon is addiction and you've been stuck in addiction for 10 years, that is very time consuming, and that is time you could have used to do other things, but it's, these things are from the ego and they're designed to be tricky and they're designed to keep us stuck for a long time so that we don't progress. She's also got external strength because she's got snakes attacking her. I mean, she's not scared of the snake. She's got this beautiful bejeweled dagger there lying at her side, not bothered in the slightest. She's not bothered. She's going to take that thing and throw it away or do whatever. It also means wisdom. So she masters her own, not only her own demons, but a snake represents, the wisdom of and knowledge. So she's strong and knowledgeable, and with that strength and knowing what's coming her way, this is all very peaceful and loving. They're saying, okay, I want to be a doctor. I want to move to Greece, and my dream is to have 5 children and to be someone who's in the domestic sphere. And I'm working with my friends to create this fantasy, this desire for my life, and I'm going to work with people to manifest that, for instance. Or I'm working with people and this lady has a question and I can tell her that, your vocational dream, even though you don't quite know it, is to be A, B, or C, whatever it may be. To do that, you've got to have wisdom, you've got to have strength, and you've got to realize that the path ahead of you is going to take some doing. You can't just wake up one day and say, okay, I'm a doctor now. You've got to first go to medical school. You can't just snap your fingers and magic things into being. You've got to take some steps to make that happen. Now up here we've got a chariot, which is being pulled by lions. So this is no ordinary strong warrior princess. She's got huge amounts of lions. She's now got the wisdom to understand what her actual focus is. She understands what she wants. She knows it. She's going to take the snake, put it in her pocket, take her other lion, put it on the front there, get on her chariot and race off to victory and race off into a new life. It's time for change. It's time for movement. This is also a great time to travel, by the way. It's a good day to, everything is about moving ahead, moving forward. This card has to do with travel, about new horizons, new beginnings. This card in this deck certainly has to do with knowing something, then having the strength to pursue it and go after it in a very kind of aggressive, no-nonsense kind of way. I mean, that chariot looks somewhat intimidating. So it's really a beautiful day of figuring out what it is that you want to need, or being able to see it in other people and helping them with it, and having then the courage to say, okay, if I want to become an astrologer, then I'm going to have to figure out a way to take a course so I can actually read charts. Or if I want to become a lawyer, then I'm going to have to get into some sort of law school and get the qualification and pass the bar so that I can practice law. That's sometimes really intimidating and off-putting. Oh my God, I've got to go to university for 4 years. I don't have the money for that. I don't have the time for that. I've got children. I've got other things to look after. I've got to pay the bills. I can't just traipse off and, do things. And the message here is that, yes, sometimes things can be difficult. Making changes in your life can be really hard. But it's worth it, because if you're doing what you really, truly desire, then this uncomfortable period where you do have to be strong and where you do have to, juggle with childcare, and you have to tighten your belt with finances, and you have to ask help from your parents to look after the kids when you're off studying, which you may not want to do because you don't want to put them out, or because you're not close to them, or whatever. All of those things are uncomfortable, and they are a way to get to where you want to go. And sometimes you have to make concessions and use your strength to do things that you don't like or that aren't ideal, so that you can get to where you ultimately want to go, which is this, the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is someone who has gone through this whole process. She was one of these women first. She looked at her rod and she looked at, where is it growing? What direction is this growing? Like this woman, she has leaves. So maybe that's a passion in horticulture. She has flowers. So her interest is more in beauty. This is just a stick. Maybe she's more interested in form and structure and solidity in her life, and building solid things that she can rely on. Either way, she has graduated into being the queen. She's taken that rod. It's set alight. It's come to life. And I also like this Celtic kind of, I don't know what the symbol is called, but it's a unity of three, like these three. It comes together, and the passion is no longer just a tiny little flame, an idea forming and starting. Because of the strength that you've got today, you can get yourself into a position to be on the road to fulfill your passions and desires, whatever they may be. Because the King of Wands, in this case the Queen of Wands, is a court card, and the king has graduated from being a page. You can think of these women as pages because they're young and they're inexperienced and they're just figuring things out and working on them. Then it graduates to being a knight, which is extreme, which doesn't manage the emotion. Like this woman, she is extreme in the fact that she is like, Xena warrior princess. She is hardcore. So she needs to really do something extreme to get to where she wants, in the sense that she has to face difficulties. Once she's over that, though, she can chill out a little bit, relax, not have to feel like she's fighting all the time, because she's now achieved what she's won. The fires are burning. She is passionate about what she does. And the passion also isn't just a selfish thing that, oh, I feel so passionate about my life. It also rewards her. That journey of strength and getting to where she wanted to go has rewarded her. Look at her clothing. She's on a throne, first of all. She's the queen. She's earned respect. She's got beautiful necklace, beautiful headgear, clothing, jewelry. Everything's there. and she appreciates it. It's interesting, in yesterday's reading, we had the Four of Cups, which was about having all these great things in life and not caring about them. And that's the worst. I don't know about you, but I remember when I was a teenager, I used to swim, and I used to train loads and loads for swimming. My mum wanted me to, I don't know, make it to the Olympics or something. So I trained hours every day before school and after school. And I used to win these medals, and I just didn't care. It just felt so empty, and it was worse than losing, because the success, I knew it wasn't what I was supposed to be doing. So I had success in something that I didn't care about, and it was incredibly depressing. If you succeed at something that you don't give two hoots about, then the success isn't going to sustain you. You've got to find something that's fulfilling and joyous. She's done it through hard work and actually taking the time to think, what is it that I want to do? No matter how unpleasant the road is going to be to get me there, I'm going to stick to my ideas and goals, and I'm going to make myself the man or woman that I want to become. So that's the, profound kind of spiritual progression message of today's reading. The very simple and kind of trivial message of today's reading is to have some fun and to travel and to meet up with friends and to go explore and to do new things that you may not have experienced just yet, and to get some motivation and fire into your life, and to maybe discover something new that you haven't, and that's fire in itself. And that may then kick off this innocent desire to really work at something very diligently and earnestly to make it a success. Because this part here, if you don't believe in this, if you don't believe that you're ever going to make anything out of this, then you're not going to walk that hard journey to get to become the king and the queen. You're just going to say, ugh, it's just a pipe dream, it'll never happen anyway. Fling it away, go back to being what, family says I should be, and that's the end of it. And that's the choice we have. So if you're feeling like that, then start with travel. Start with doing something fun for yourself, and to be inspired and to be motivated. Something will click, fire will start to burn, and you'll notice what you really can do, what your potential really is, and what direction you can move in if you want to. 3 and 11 is 14, and 1 is 15. 1 and 5 is 6, and 6 is a temporary opening, a temporary window of opportunity. So today is the day to really snatch that out of the universe and say, this is mine, this is what I want, this is what I am going to do, and I'm going to make a plan to get it done. Very, very practical, very fiery and earthy, and very much about making changes in the real physical world that come from within you. And that's the best way to make changes in the world, when the insides of you change the outside of the world. Because then you've made a dent, then you've made your mark on the world. And that's what we all, I think, on some level desire to do. So I hope you have a wonderful day. If you'd like a private reading with me, then please visit the website. It's gregoryscott.com. I use astrology, tarot, and numerology in my readings. The chart shows me a blueprint of your soul, and it shows me what your life passion is, what your life purpose is, what your vocational aptitudes are, whether they're one and the same or whether they're separate. I can look at your strengths and weaknesses, what's coming up in future via the predictive astrology and the tarot in terms of your love life, finances, career, spiritual progress, family, health, anything at all. So if you'd like a reading with me, visit the website gregoryscott.com. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel. It's free of charge, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.